Hello, this is Socrates Johnson, MD, here with my talkative friend Rarharg.
Hey, there.
We're playing a little bit here on Minsk Pocket, and since it's a fairly long game, let's just start it off right away. Ready?
Yep.
Three, two, one, go. All right. So, what do you think about this map, Minsk Pocket, Rarharg?
Oh, we don't have a terribly good track record on this map. It's very open in the middle with some flanking opportunities on the sides. Not too many structures, so it's got some limited gameplay for people who like partisans. But
Yeah,
yeah,
most action is going to take place along this wide central channel, which has both fuel points and a victory point on it. So,
and it usually with the current meta game, this just boils down to a slugfest between elephants and ISUs across the middle, and yeah, we'll see how this game progresses. So, what are your thoughts going into this match?
well, normally I like to go mobility. I like to go tier one, get a scout car, get some peens out. But since the central focus of this map is such a battle of attrition, a sort of slugfest between support weapons, I've decided to go support weapon company to start, get a machine gun, try and lock down this side, because there's a nice little choke point by these buildings that you can cover with a machine gun, which you can prove later. How about on your side?
Well, I usually am the one to go support weapon company, so I want that. And, yeah, my goal was just to lock down the left side and assist supporting in the middle. I'm building an early sandbag bunker here, so I can maybe put a machine gun behind it, so you can kind of control these two flanking areas. And I also barbed wire off that side just to delay any early advances.
Yeah, because you think because there are maybe three narrow channels on the left side that you can cut it off fairly easily, but it doesn't actually wind up happening because that's a lot of machine guns that you're going to need.
Yeah, as the Soviets were severely limited with how useful we can be with our machine guns. A single German machine gun, for example, can cover most of the middle, whereas you need at least two Maxims to do the same thing.
They've blobbed up some grenadiers there and are trying to kill our infantry squads.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
at two, it's not really a blob. I mean, that's just the opening force.
What I mean is that their objective is clear. They're trying to wipe our infantry squads quickly.
Which, I mean, that's what we should be doing as well.
Yeah, well, we put them into this little trap here. Your machine gun is set up to face everything.
Unfortunately, the other...
pins one of them.
Yeah, it only pins one of them. And another Grenadier squad pops up.
Fortunately, we do have pretty good coverage. I have two conscript squads shooting on the one side. Your guys are getting pounded, though.
Yeah, I get those out. I did manage to whittle down that non-pin squad to two as well. And my other MG comes up. Unfortunately, they are pushing in on your side.
Yeah.
And your Maxim decides to set down and face the wrong direction.
Yeah, that is inexcusable.
But you're very fortunate because that Pioneer squad decided to reload at that very moment.
I managed to pop it into a building.
Yeah, that's
a good long-term strategy, but we'll save it from the engineers long enough for help to arrive.
Yeah, I don't even know about that because the engineers can just walk around the side of the building. So
it worked. Okay.
Well, they pulled back. So yes.
Anyway.
But you're at a standstill here. They've got a machine gun covering the other side. So let's see.
So now we have a fairly good machine gun wall through the center.
Yeah.
The Germans have the same thing.
Yeah, and I've got mortar, or a pair of mortars giving support. And
I'm getting well.
So, but they've set up S mines, the anti-personnel mines, to cover the victory point on my side, on the left
Yeah, they
side.
like to harass it. We're sending some dudes over there to deal with that problem, though. Your wire was effective, at least in getting them.
Yeah, forced them to walk around.
Well, now that we've ambushed them, they can't retreat out the front, so...
Yeah. But they do hightail it out of there pretty quickly. Well, actually, no, they don't. Ha ha!
Wipe the entire squad.
We wiped them.
I had the presence of mind with you reminding me to get those. I bought a Minesweeper kit right after that.
Yeah. So, dueling machine gun battles here. Fortunately for them, I've got
Good mortar support.
mortar support.
Mortar combat.
Oh,
And
trying to...
I'm also. They're trying to sneak some engineers around the side of my machine gun.
They're doing amazingly well because your machine gun's not firing.
Yep.
Come on, Yuri, fire that machine gun. Oh, now he's pinned and getting torched.
Well, fortunately, the mortar has popped up, and I did bring in some riflemen to support.
Oh, yeah.
Kill those engines.
Probably would have been better to flank that machine gun, but oh well.
From the corner of the channel, there was a moment where my machine gun could shoot at the members of their MG42 crew that were like off to the side. Their actual machine gun couldn't hit me. It's beautiful. Got some shots on the field. Oh, they're mass grenning into your machine gun.
Mass grenning into my machine gun. Managed to hard pin one, but the others are sneaking around. Mortar hits in the middle. They do actually manage to sneak in behind it.
Shots to their that machine gun. Their gren spam versus, I mean, not grenadier spam, grenade spam versus machine guns is really annoying.
Yeah, well, that's the other part of the infantry metagame, unfortunately. Basically, with the recent patch changes,
at least we wiped out.
Yeah, I cut down one squad, and I retrieved my machine gun. Anyways, as I was saying, the current infantry metagame basically has made. I mean, you don't see Panzer Grenadiers very often, unless they're trying desperately to counter your tanks with the Panzerschrecks, because they're fairly squishy actually, and they don't have as great of anti-infantry powers as they used to.
That's good, because those things were overpowered. They were ridiculous back in the day.
Yeah, but now, yeah, they're basically an anti-tank, super effective anti-tank unit. But
yeah, well, we managed to take back the left side in the absence of any support. Although there is a blob coming for my shocks.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a fairly well-composed blob.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, I'm gonna get the hell out of here before I get hit. They still get full burst out at the very edge of their range. I mean, they can see me.
Well.
And they shoot down one of mine.
Well, you were walking across the open, so
yeah,
it's bound to happen. The armor of shocks has also been nerfed quite a bit.
Oh, I know it.
But, well.
Yeah, and I try and wire off this north sector as well, just to reduce flanking possibilities.
Oh yeah. But, well, at this stage of the game, they're teching up. In fact, Seppi has already teched to support armor core, so he can build medium tanks already if he has the fuel.
Jesus.
Which he can. I believe he can actually.
Yep. And they're grenade spamming my machine gun. When they run into a little ambush, my shock.
Oh,
wiped
out that squad. These guys are
a little less lucky.
A little less lucky. You need to get those shocks out. They're getting torched.
Yep. Well, I wanted to buy time.
Oh, man, rifle grenade almost wiped out. No, that was a mortar that almost wiped out your constant.
Yeah. Bad luck.
Fortunately, I planned my barrage a little late there. Grenadiers do manage to get around.
Uh-oh. Well, fortunately they changed position to try and flank my guys.
Oh.
And there's been a little too much pressure, so I'm backing off. Machine guns still holding the center. And we've pushed all the way up to their base on the left side.
Well, not all the way up to their base, but yes, quite far. Fortunately, I do think I kind of forgot about a lot of those poor guys.
Yeah. Force their Grens to retreat. All the machine guns in the world are concentrated on the center area.
Fortunately, they do pop incendiary armor-piercing rounds there at the face of my Maxim. That's not very healthy. But somehow it gets pinned. Good, I guess he's being fired at by 2 machine guns, so he can just get out of there. Takes no losses from that, of course, but...
Of course not.
So, we're keeping up some pretty good pressure, but the first tank is on the field now. Panther 4.
Changed everything. I didn't cut off their fuel. Nice. I mean, I don't think it...
Momentarily.
Yeah. It only 7 less fuel, though.
Good infantry play there by BulBulator. Approaching my machine gun from 2 flanks at once. So that was actually really good micro on his part. Manages to wipe out, almost wipe out that machine gun. And extends into a mine. Fortunately, that machine gun's not facing the right way. Well, wouldn't have helped anyways, but the tank gun.
First shot always misses, of course, giving away his position. At least since they spent all that money on a tank, I'm taking the right victory point, triple capping them. That tank's being very tentative now.
And now BulBulator, or BulBulator, rather.
BulBulator.
Has his own Panther 4. I've got an Su-85 and 2 anti-tank guns. So.
Yeah, I have an anti-tank gun, but it's set up on my side. And another one coming to the center. So.
Fortunately, my anti-infantry capabilities are not quite so good here. Mining this flank, just in case those tanks decide to come from that angle.
Yeah, I did the same thing, although they have minesweeper engineers.
Yes, they did, but they weren't really ever able to get to that point.
The Grens flank get cut down by my veteran conscripts.
They do manage to get away, though.
Well, take it. I think they popped their super incendiary bullets. And we both accidentally bombarded the same machine gun, so...
Well, you weren't paying attention. I'd been bombarding it for several seconds already.
Yeah, it was more of an instinctual thing on my part.
Oh, but your shocks did get wiped out on that side by Panther.
Oh, I told them to retreat more than once. It just didn't take, you know.
No, you gotta be persistent about those things.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was, unfortunately. Responsive controls are not something this game does great sometimes. In the thick of it. And their tank is trying to flank my AT gun by blasting down these fences.
Well, smart move.
Yeah.
Rather than driving headlong into it.
Well, I am pulling back.
Fortunately, those types of things are rather visible. I finally decide on a doctrine 14 minutes in. I realize that my anti-infantry isn't so good, so I call it some shocks.
They've upgraded, or BulBulator has upgraded all of his friends with the Gewehr 43.
Yeah. That thing's a...
It's yet another ridiculously heavily powered, long-range ability for the Grenadiers to have.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly... They changed the range profile slightly, so it's mostly effective from medium range now, but still...
Shocks at least force those Grens to retreat.
Still, shocks mow down one squad. Oh no, my own fucking AT gun slowed me down.
And they have flanks over there. I didn't think they could go through that wood pile as easily as they did, but so be it.
They're being clever, actually, not rushing their tanks into the middle.
Well, that would be a disaster, yeah. Middle is just no man's land right now.
But I do move one of my AT guns back there.
Yeah. That's an eminent flank. They waste a lot of time killing the prone AT gun. Which is enough time for us to get our AT guns into range.
Of course, like, one burst from that Panzer IV kills my AT gun.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
KV-1 comes out, though. Yeah, that was sort of a knee-jerk reaction. I shouldn't have relied so heavily on the KV-1s this game.
You really can't hurt anything.
Yeah, they're pretty pathetic.
They're pushing us with constant machine gun and grenadier pressure.
3 MG42s stolen Maxim and 2 MG42s. But it looks like you slaughter the first one on the point.
Yeah.
I know what the hell my SU-85 is doing.
Yeah, there are more. At least the thing is with their strategy, it's effective that it's pushing us back, but it is forcing them to use a lot of manpower in the game.
Do wipe out a Gren squad, though, with the KV-1.
Nice.
Your barbed wire has not slowed down the people in that sense, unfortunately.
Nope. Nope. Didn't work. Good idea. Didn't work. I got a T-34 in the field. Another kind of knee-jerk reaction versus Panzer IVs.
Well,
you gotta do something.
Yeah, you need something, and you usually go for the tank battalion.
Yeah. I have the ISU doctrine, it just hasn't, it's nowhere near getting it.
Yeah.
I run bush from these Gewehr 43 bullshit assholes, and I run away.
Yeah, you really need, actually, a T-34, or several T-34s is an excellent counter to those Grenadiers. Because...
Small wonder that I have it and I'm sending it over in that direction.
Yeah, no. Of course, they're also sending a pack gun in that direction as well. Repairing. I'm hoping to get a howitzer as well this game.
How close are you to getting it at this point?
Well, it costs 600 manpower, so it's not cheap, but... oh, man, that was a long-range transmission.
Outpost. Yep. Well, if they start the animation, it will hit no matter what, no matter how far away you are later.
Yeah,
so, I used my tank to punish a P-Grand squad that wasn't upgraded. And pulled it out, because I didn't know what was behind there. It was a wise decision. Just push cautiously on the right side instead.
Yeah, now they're trying to solidify position on the other side of the victory. Incredibly, I mean, we don't have any presence in the middle, really. gun machine gun, but they're not taking that victory point.
I don't know what they're. Well, I think your Su-85's there. It's pointing the wrong direction.
Pointing in the wrong direction, of course.
In a very typical move.
Oh, I think I was expecting something armored coming from this flank, but instead they just centered their entire forces in the middle.
Right now we're trying to ambush these grenadiers in the center, or on the left side here.
Yeah, unfortunately,
they do so much damage so quickly. Tank comes in and adds some support. And we push them back. Not as effective as we would have liked, but at least...
Almost got that one squad, but not quite.
All we have in the center is a machine gun and some mortars.
Yeah. Oh! Barrage sets up a mine on this side and takes out half of a Grenadier squad.
Oh. Alright. Well, they're pushing and getting punished for it. That pack is trying to clear KV-1 so far.
Almost succeeding.
Oh, because there's two of them, that's why.
Yeah.
And a stew.
Yeah, that could have been bad. I'm positioning myself so I can fire down.
Yeah, nice job with that SU-5 positioning. My tank is just clearing out these guys. They killed my machine gun, or push it out of the way at least. I don't think they realize that there aren't any AT guns in front of them.
Oh god, you body blocked that Panzer IV. Actually,
I was trying to get it out of there.
You got a really nice shot off on it, but then you showed your ass.
Yeah, I told it to back up and noticed this wide 270-degree sweep that it takes.
Does pursue? Does he blitz after it?
No. No, it dies in a rather comical way.
Oh god.
Because he sends this pack gun up here, and I notice it. I'm like, let's go, let's go.
And one shot.
It shoots around this truck and hits it. Like, if you saw the direction it was pointing, there was no physical way it could have hit my tank. It curved.
Yeah, but at the same time, BulBulator just lost a Stug on the other side.
What happened to it?
I walked into my Su-85 and tripped on a tank.
Just kill that pack gun.
Kill that pack gun. I dropped some smoke on my guys because I expected a machine gun over there.
There was, it was farther ahead.
There was. I pop another smoke grenade so I can at least neutralize that center victory point and escape.
Yeah, those smoke grenades are really useful.
Oh, engineers here getting torched. That's not good.
Yeah.
Shocks in the middle.
So I probably didn't even notice they were there.
Oh, this is dangerous.
I get another T-34. It's trying to kill these Grens. Not bad.
So I drop another smoke grenade here once I see this machine gun walk up.
Oh, and you steal the pack.
Unfortunately, I don't think I get very far with it.
No, they tend to really hate when you do that. Very, and also, it seems that when you steal an enemy gun, machine gun, pack gun, mortar, it's always the lowest health members of your squad that steal it, and so it's incredibly fragile in the retreat. My T-34 is getting punished here, so I have to run.
Fortunately, machine gun, well, it was facing that direction, but unfortunately, these Grens, or P-Grens, walk in front of my machine gun. That's confusing. Oh yeah, this is where I actually tried to pull off a flanking maneuver here, but things didn't work out so well. Yes, I was paying attention to too many things at once and forgot to reposition. Showed them my rear armor.
Couldn't really hurt them very much either since KV-1.
Amazingly, that rear armor shot deflected, but the front armor shot deflects. My Su-85 misses, backs up, misses. And here's the killing blow, though. I didn't realize that Seppi from the other side also whipped around with his Panther IV.
Yeah. He was trying to kill my T-34.
So that
I think survived this entire engagement just by being crippled at a very low health.
So that was really devastating for me. I lost all my armor. I called in another KV-1, despite how shitty they are. And now Seppi's got an elephant on the field, so that's...
Yeah, we've been pushed back really far.
That's dangerous, yeah.
All I have are these two shitty T-34 tanks. There goes my border.
Crippled, and elephant announces its presence. I don't think we noticed, though.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, well, it's gonna happen, basically, in any game.
Almost any game these days, yeah.
Statistically, I think there's like a 95% chance now of seeing that stupid thing.
Yeah. At this point, I'm saving up for the ISU-152 because it's the only thing which can reverse this balance. At least it can give you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I'm banking on my Mega Howitzer now to do some damage. Amazingly.
Thing that can really hurt the elephant. Sort of a huge suicide push. Fortunately, their elephant is really poorly placed. Look at that.
Well, he backed it up there, and then, I mean, this is the commanding position. If he can put it in the middle, he can command our fuel, which is what their goal is basically to deny us fuel here. We do have a cache that I set up early on, but
that's about the only safe fuel that we have.
Yeah. Granted, we're not hurting necessarily for fuel. I've got less than you, but you need that for your ISU.
Yeah. And we have been able to advance on the sides, take both victory points, keep ourselves in the game that way.
And I'm using my recon to see what's out there, so I think that also helped to know just what type of composition they have. Drop some smoke on my conscripts here.
Just to keep them safe.
Yeah.
Order's doing that, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you can call in smoke brushes for free. It's really, really helpful if you need a cover or, you know, either attack a machine gun or advance through an area that's dangerous, or you just want to capture a point safely.
These Grans are trying to kill my machine gun. They're doing a very good job of it. It's by a machine gun shooting them in the face.
Well, yeah.
They almost kill it because this game is...
They would have definitely won that engagement as well.
Advancing directly into a machine gun. One.
Oh. But Beast Killer now in the field. Just outside the range of that elephant, I think.
Well, I'm trying to punish infantry and keep ourselves moderately secure. I'm not being too ambitious at this point.
I'm actually assisting on your side now with my KV-1. Since I know that that elephant's in the middle, I'm not going to bother in the middle. Mortar squad almost gets executed, but ISU taking its sweet damn time to fire at that thing.
Charging in to cripple the ISU. I mean, I'm not going to move it anyway, so it's not that important.
Well, unfortunately, the dangerous thing is if the elephant can reposition and start getting shots at it.
The elephant is not... It's moved over here to try and kill my T-34, which is using its mobility to escape.
Oh, and a mine gets that engine. Nice. But BulBulator's got his Tiger on the field now. That's
Really dangerous.
a little dangerous, this combination. My armor's
Having to deal with a whole bunch of Grens.
having to deal with a bunch of Grens. S-85 isn't going to do much against that.
Oh, they try and steal the pack gun.
I think
Oh, your shocks come in at just the right moment.
Of course, they don't miss. Jesus.
Wipe out that pack gun, which is basically wiping out a Grenadier squad because they didn't have enough men to crew it and stay alive, so it's pretty good. Elephant and ISU trade some shots. Mine pulls back a bit just to be safe.
You're also running. Tank it. Actually misses. That's
Yeah. My pack gun, for some reason, is blocked by a tiny bush. It cannot fire, as usual. Moves up just in time to scare the Tiger.
Oh, unfortunately, these guys are healthy now and they're on the prowl.
Yeah.
And I think they cleared out those mines some time ago.
Yeah. I mean, they did their job, but they slowed them down.
Oh, fortunately, they came in. They were trying to attack your ISU.
Yeah. And I brought in my T-34s in flanking position and pulled that ISU back real quick.
I had my SU-85 there, so not a terribly well executed.
My T-34s dive in to kill that veteran and the four.
Oh,
That
and
was
that
willing to
elephant is repositioning too. This was a
Lucky.
one in 1,000 chance here, but
It's also P-Grens.
and he doesn't fire. I'm confused.
We had it on not firing.
Oh, never mind. One shot to the rear armor.
No. Around a corner, of course.
Through some rocks and around a corner. To grandmother's house we go.
Yeah. Grandmother.
Grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
I've set up my machine gun to cover this flag
Yeah, I mean,
here.
I feel like it's being hurt here by the fact that they're not trying to stop us on the sides.
Yeah. That
Your
ladder-
howitzer- yeah.
Yep, I'm building my howitzer now. I know what I need to do.
I think we have a much better developed defense on the sides than we actually do. I got a machine gun. You got a machine gun here, and on the other side, it's just wide open.
Yeah, they've got tons more forces than we do. A lot more infantry, veteran infantry.
Yeah. I mean, what they probably should do is just use their tank advantage, secure the sides, and bleed us to death.
Mega howitzers here.
Oh no, my poor conscripts died because they are bullshit.
That shot actually got a lot closer than I expected.
Were you blind firing?
No. Well, yes, sort of. I knew where the elephant was roughly. But the scatter is still
Pretty big.
pretty big. I mean, that's not quite the maximum range. Oh, the maximum range.
They're pushing here on the right side.
Tank and everything. Unfortunately for him, I've also got my S-85 set up over there.
Oh yeah, you would push it up really far.
Still kills here. Tank that.
I'm fine with that. I'll trade tanks. I'll trade a Panzer IV for a T-34 any day, especially a veteran one. So, and your machine gun stayed alive and punishes those Grens real bad.
Didn't need to get it out of there though, because he was getting mortared. And I've got a stolen MG42 here. Unfortunately, it's getting cleared out by a pinned Grenadier squad.
Yep. Well, it's always good to steal the MG42 because it's way better than what you got.
Yep. 5 gets crippled, that's not good. If they had managed to communicate, they would have known that. Oh, my trucks are getting mowed down.
Yeah. There's going to be 2 grand squads. And not at the right range for either of them.
That's not good.
Survive, survive.
I think they... Oh, shit, he's lucky.
Conscripts have been shooting at this grand squad for like 5 minutes. Just now, kill one of them. They double grand spam.
Oh, miss again with my mega howitzer.
No.
Trying to hit that mortar because it was announcing its presence.
On the left side, my mine took out most of the grand squad and my shocks took out the rest, so we can retake it. Unfortunately, Tiger and Panzer are here. The Tigre.
Well, fortunately, you managed to retreat and avoid the Tiger. Oh, he kills you through the trees, though.
Yeah, this game's real fair.
He only killed 1. He could have squad wiped.
Yep. That's happened to me in one shot before, so...
It is interesting that people complain a lot about the ISU. And it is, for what it is, an extremely overpowered anti-infantry tank. But it's not unusual for any tank, really, to kill 4 models of a squad. Especially the Tiger or Tiger Ace. They just have a significantly shorter range.
And if you're pissed about that happening in the very late game, as a Russian player, it happens to you all the goddamn time, inexplicably. So.
I mean, at this point, your ISU only has 7 kills, and their Tiger has 13 kills. Granted, they have been able to be slightly more aggressive with their Tiger.
Yeah, my thought is just I'm going to stay here near the base. I'm going to pick up anything I can and wait for our tactical situation to improve somehow.
Yeah.
Keep up the pressure on the left and the right, and try and hold the middle. The Elephant has been significantly damaged by going toe-to-toe with the ISU.
Yeah, and I was trying to finish it off with the howitzer, and unfortunately miss. He pulled back far enough.
Smart thing to do.
So Mega Howitzer still hasn't hit anything, which is a little...
Been around 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Tiger time.
And Tiger time. Su-85 moves in.
Like,
Unfortunately, my Su-85 goes...
makes a bad decision.
It makes a very bad pathing decision here. But they're actually flanking with their Panzer IV, which was a really excellent idea.
Well, my ISU didn't return. Oh. Back again. Yeah, your insistence on using the KV-1 not paid off so far.
Yeah, I'm much better at using tank destroyers.
And the 4 comes in, kills your Su-85.
I mean,
we're in a terrible situation right now. Just absolute disaster. Another KV-1 is called in to save the day.
and doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the ISU is the one.
Oh, wait, he does actually kill that Panzer
Nice.
Well done, comrades.
Hero machine gun.
IV. Somehow we still hold both victory points, though.
At least the left and right ones, yeah. Well, I mean, all they had there was engineers. I was able to clear them out real quickly with some shocks in my T-34.
No.
T-34, which tries to flank this elephant, just not in the right position. Oh, you would even recrew your dead KV-1.
Yeah, what else am I gonna do? It's not I mean, it's a valuable resource. Kind
It's a
of.
somewhat valuable resource.
I'd
Yeah,
rather deny them the use of it. God knows how effective it would be in their hands. Fuck.
My T-34 tried to flank the elephant and ran into a regal mine, so it is
Oh,
very slowly pulling back. Fortunately, they're not interested in the size at all for some reason.
It is very bizarre.
I'm moving my ISU forward, so I know I can get an angle on these bitches. Setting my shocks in for just for sight, really. Whoa, nice howitzer blast.
Oh, that was your ISU, actually. What? This is the nice howitzer blast coming in, actually.
Is it aimed at the Panzer IV?
Yeah. It was.
I'm waiting.
It hits the elephant dead on.
Baboom!
And gets me up to Vet 2 instantly, which increases rate of fire, which is nice, and accuracy. So that's what I needed. I just needed one good shot so I could start hitting things with it.
They really could push up now and put us out of our misery if they really wanted to, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
we
one
weren't
shot
gonna-
from your S or ISU could actually take out the elephant out. 2 tigers now, though, from BulBulator. So he's got quite a dangerous.
Of course, yeah, he could wipe us out with those 2 tigers, probably. But they don't know. Obviously, they don't know what we have. So they have not been using recon at all. They might not even have it.
Oh, and I get the elephant with my next shot and actually hurt one of those tigers a lot.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm now getting back into the game. For a while there, it was pretty grim.
Well, that elephant was not particularly well managed. We've already commented on that.
It only killed one of your tanks, I think. And otherwise, didn't do much. So, at least he used a Regal mine, apparently. And that was probably just a Teller mine. I haven't seen a half-track this game, so.
Yeah. They did not go scout cars. They were really into getting those early elephant tiger things.
Oh, I think I actually got a point-blank shot on that Panzer IV with the howitzer. Almost killed it. But for whatever reason, your ISU doesn't open fire on it.
I don't know what was going on. I have given up trying to understand its AI.
Another elephant. Big surprise. But we see it. And I abandoned that other tank with the KV-1.
I'm amazed it even hit the fucking thing.
And I didn't know what the pathing was doing there. It backed me up multiple times there in front of the elephant. I think I was trying to tell it to retreat, and it didn't. So almost lost that stupid KV-1 again.
I'm not surprised.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And we pushed up to cover our own fuel point. Hurrah. Run. Run, lone conscript. You made it.
Yeah, my KV-1 also needs to get the hell out of there. And so I finally had enough fuel to... Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah, they would probably be embarrassed if they saw how little forces we actually have at this point.
Yeah. They built a bunker to cover that point. Oh,
Well, it's because I'd harassed it several times.
they finally call in their own air support, so they're after my howitzer now, even though it hasn't been terribly effective.
It does have 3 kills.
3 kills, including an elephant and a panzer.
And it did most of the damage to that elephant. So,
Our bunker can now accommodate an MG.
yeah, they don't seem to have great coordination. They're doing very different things. Our enemies.
Oh, sure, where that's headed? Oh, probably where they were.
One of our forward
Oh, they built a bunker on this point. That was weird.
Yeah. Getting a phone call. Apologize for that.
I've amassed a lot of infantry. I just want this bunker dead.
I think this might be the big assault, though.
KV-1 runs into some friends. I'm pulling the ISU back immediately.
Fortunately,
Is that a howitzer shot that killed that thing?
what
The T-34 sacrifices himself. Not very wisely.
oh, you've got your second.
I bought a second ISU 152. I realized there's nothing else I can get. Tier 3 is not going to help me. Tier 4 costs too much.
Finally, someone's
Austin on the right side. I managed to cripple it. And I sent in my ISU to clean up.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
One of our panzers in our base.
Fortunately, they only trickled their tanks in. If they had actually gone in full force, things would have been slightly more dangerous. Instead, they wait long enough for me to actually get my second Su-85 out. And your ISU is going after the Ostwind.
I wanted that fucking dead. Okay? That was gonna screw any attempt that we would have to get our get any infantry push going ever.
He's being super aggressive with this elephant now.
Well, the tigers are just like sitting in front of our base, getting annihilated.
Sitting in front of our anti-tank guns. And I see the elephant and actually just decide to go for broke with my Su-85s here.
Well, it was trying to kill the ISU. ISU, which is slaughtering their veteran dreads.
I don't believe the elephant can fire when he's moving, so...
No, not good at that.
So I just give chase, basically. Couple good shots off. Nice penetrating shots.
Ooh, from the front.
Yeah.
Now that's lucky.
Hell, they're not invincible.
Baboom.
Hey, especially not against Su-85s. I mean, those are tank destroyers. It's their purpose in life. Conscripts
So at this
cut
point,
down the burns.
like, we've got them on the run. We must win this game now.
There's another tiger on the field, which I actually didn't expect. Didn't expect to run into a healthy tiger. I knew there was a half-health tiger somewhere over here.
The enemy has destroyed one of our forward installations.
And
I see the full health.
we are hurting for resources here, so we definitely need to capture these points.
Yeah.
And it's clear that the enemy is trying to take those points just to win the game as quickly as possible, because they don't like our current composition.
Yeah.
Enemy is ready for assignment.
Nice flank from your ISU here on the tiger.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I don't think they even noticed it either. It's a nice crew shot off on it.
And I think you killed that KV-1 with your ISU.
Well, sorry.
Fortunately, the smoke was blocking my damn sight.
Yeah, it was kind enough to move up, you know, and then get annihilated. Go Shocks. And now, finally, I sort of felt good about our chances here. captured 2 points, and now we control the field.
And I killed both the Tigers with those Su-85s. Got a crippled engine
Nice.
somehow on the one. Oh, because of his friends. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Su.
There's another Tiger on the field.
Jesus Christ.
How much fuel do they have?
And, yeah, your ISU scores another kill. A friendly kill.
Well, it wasn't long for this world anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and my other Su-85 gets killed as well, so now there's only one thing left for me to do, and that's to pump out shock troops.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all.
And those 2 guys were my
Bread and butter.
bread and butter, and I lost them both. But they did kill 2 Tigers and an elephant
And a Panzer IV.
and a Panzer IV, so I'm perfectly happy with that.
Their Grenbob runs into an ISU.
Begin disintegrating.
Entire squad wipe right there.
So
Another squad gets wiped by your conscripts with the LMG. That's a devastating loss at this point.
Yeah, and that's actually sort of the danger of the ISU at late game. If the Germans overinvest in armor, like these guys have, it's just...
Their infantry becomes really, really important, yeah.
And you've actually got your ISUs placed very well. They're split up with a large open area.
So they killed that Panzer IV. I was trying to flank my veteran ISU. Oh, and your shocks are just slaughtering some shit around their field point.
Yep.
Well, very, very slowly.
Fresh meat has arrived.
Wipe a Grand Squad.
Seppi calls good game. I think it goes on for a little bit longer. I'm always hesitant to call GG just because of things like what just happened. It looked to me there when they were in our base with that Panzer IV that we were screwed. I thought they were just gonna rush in with their Tigers and surround us, but they didn't. And
Yeah, I don't know if we would have been able to fight off those Tigers.
yeah, somehow we managed to
Are securing our territory.
pull off an amazing recovery. And that's, I mean, I'm always hesitant because who knows? Maybe they could come out with another elephant and kill all of your stuff and then,
Has driven a wedge in our
I
lines.
don't know.
Well,
Although,
the thing is, the Panzer IV went into the base. Like, it had a lot of targets to pick from, and it didn't go for the ISU.
yeah, that was a little odd, actually. Oh, and there's game over. Yeah, that was a little odd. They didn't use the elephant nearly aggressively enough, which I think was really their downfall because they really could have actually been attacking your ISU while it was in our base and just had us completely base locked with their Tigers on the flanks.
Yeah.
That would have been fairly devastating.
Yeah,
But
they
instead,
could've-
they just parked everything in the middle and allowed us actually to control the flanks for a very long time.
Yeah, until we force them to do something.
Yeah, but yeah, not the sharpest play from my side. I think you're certainly the one to thank for this victory here, but I think a lot of botched assaults on their part, like the aforementioned Panzer IV in our base alone, helped us, certainly. KV-1's not worth anything. I'm staying away from those things. I'll just stick with what I do best, which is Su-85.
Well, for me, that match is really useful as proof that you can come back as the Soviets, even in late game situations, as long as you make the right tactical decisions, you keep your forces alive, and you get the only big units you can get that can hurt late game German armor, which is the howitzer
And
which is C-152. I don't think an IS-2 would be effective in that situation.
no, I think the IS-2... Good, the IS-2 would have been better than the KV-1, but without that howitzer, we would have had maybe 2 elephants to deal with.
Would have, hung out.
Yeah.
If we hadn't killed the elephant with the howitzer, then I guess I would have had to try and kill it with both my ISUs, which would have been very dangerous.
Yeah. And he did produce another one, so we would have actually had 2 elephants and 2 tigers to deal with. And IS-2s wouldn't have helped against that. Perhaps more ISUs, but that's a little boring, honestly. And
yeah, that was going to happen. I wasn't going to have enough fuel for that.
And T-3485s. Maybe if I just sold out and got only...
Got them and rushed the elephant, maybe you could have lived long enough to kill it.
Yeah, but no. I think this is
the only one.
One of the only good counters to elephant-tiger combos. But anyways, I think this probably is a good place to wrap it up.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Yep, see you next time.